So you love making music more than anything else in the world, and you can't imagine a life without creating. The only issue is whether you just started or have been doing this for 10 plus years, time isn't slowing down. It's not slowing down for you. It's not slowing down for me. The question is, slowly but surely, are we running out of time? Did we miss the boat? Our peers, maybe people in the industry, might be alluding to that, might tell you straight to your face, why are you even trying anymore? Well, in this video, I'm going to address that and tell you some things that you might not want to hear. So if you're fragile, find a different video. But those who want to stick with me, let's get to it. What's going on, guys? Adam Ivy, AdamIvy.com. As always, I appreciate you joining me for yet again another video. This one's real exciting. I'm not going to take a lot of time with this because I want to get straight to the point. Now, warning, if you don't have a thick skin, if you can't hear the truth, I suggest you find a different video or just put me on mute. I'm very entertaining to watch on mute. You could try. It'd be like that. I don't know American Sign Language yet, but it's probably a skill I need to, come up with on this channel for future videos. I think I'd rank a little bit higher. Now, before we get into all that, a little bit of housekeeping, like always. If you haven't yet, click that subscribe button. Make sure you click that bell button. Smash the bell, smash the like, because that bell button is going to make sure that you're notified first of all my new uploads. YouTube's algorithm's kind of funky sometimes. Shout out to YouTube, but your algorithm's a little screwy. And a lot of you guys have messaged me in the past saying, Adam, I see you have 4 new videos, but I never saw them in my feed. So clicking that little bell button, bell icon, is going to make sure that you get notified right away. I think they might even send you an email via YouTube directly to let you know that your boy uploaded a new video. And always the likes and the comments really help. They keep the motivation high. I feed off of that. It's very fulfilling to know that I've helped you guys. And as always, guys, I don't charge anything for these videos. So if you find value in these videos, definitely engage with me. I want to hear from you. I want to know who you are. You can always come over to Instagram and send me a DM, do a follow. I'm very active on there. I'll put the information up on the screen right now so you can find me very easily. All my other contact information will be in the description box below, as always. And with that being said, let's get into the video. Now, I'm not going to be reading off my phone or anything with a specific question this time because I get it so often. It might come in different words, it might come in different phrases, but it boils down to, Adam, did I miss the boat? Is it too late to start? Am I wasting my time because I'm getting older? Now, the problem with that is, it's not rational thinking. See, if you're trying to be a trap rapper and you're in your 40s, then you might want to question yourself, but I really commend you for having that much self-awareness in the first place. See, if you love making music, number one, you should make music for the love of it. You don't paint, you don't, become an amazing mosaic artist for the money. That comes. Passion leads to money, right? Success leads to money in the sense of finding happiness, finding fulfillment, finding your own style, right? So if you're trying to do a K-pop boy band and you're a bunch of dudes maybe in their late 30s, you might want to look at yourself and wonder what your options are, right? In that instance, if somebody came to me and said, Adam, we're 5 guys, we went to high school together, we graduated in 99, and we have a K-pop boy band, first I will listen to the music, see if it is any good, but then I'd suggest, have you ever thought about songwriting for other people? Have you ever thought about, licensing your music so you don't necessarily have to be the face of it, right? You can always get music on TV. You can get music on commercials. You can get license deals. You can get some pretty massive license deals without anybody even knowing your name. Now, if you're in it for the fame, that's a whole different subject. But the short answer rather to, are you ever too old to make music? No, of course not. Now, are you too old to make music a full-time career? That's where this question kind of takes a swerve. It takes a whole different route, and it really depends on your intestinal fortitude. Now, what that means is your integrity, your strength, your belief system in yourself, also your hustle gene, how hard, your work ethic, how hard are you willing to work, right? So a lot of people hit me up, especially music producers, and say, hey, I'm kind of late to the game, or I stopped for a long time, and I want to get back into it, but now I'm in my 30s. Is it too late? Well, last time I checked, we get better with age, right? So let's say that, for instance, I'll use myself as an example to join the community with you guys. I didn't start producing music till I was in my early 20s, till I was, I think, 21 years old, before I ever had a MIDI keyboard or I had Fruity Loops 5, a Fruity Loops demo of Fruity Loops 5 or maybe 4. Fun fact, this is fun to share with you guys because I don't really talk about this very often. When I first started making music, I produced beats on a demo version of Fruity Loops, I think 4 or 5. Like I said, I didn't have any keyboard. It was just everything was clicked. And I got decent at it, right? And I was excited about it. And then what I would do is I would pipe that into Cool Edit Pro, right? I would go out. I'm trying to remember how I did this. I would go into the headphones, out the auxiliary jack of this really shitty laptop that I had. And then I would go into, I think I would go from the aux back to the mic input. That might be not, I think that's exactly how I did it. I would go out of the mic or out of the speaker output into the mic input. And what I would do is I would record that directly into Cool Edit Pro. Now, what I would do is I would mute the drums, or I'm sorry, solo the snare, solo the kick, solo the hi-hat, solo the main melody part. And I would record it into individual tracks in Cool Edit Pro, which was a free software way back then. And then I would mix it and I would kind of line it up. And those beats were garbage, don't get me wrong, but I made do. Point of the story is I didn't sell a beat for well over 2 years. I think it was about 3 years before I really sold any beats with any consistency, because I was, creating. I was trying to find my groove. I was trying to find my voice. Now, you guys are in the same boat. I don't care if you just started and you're 38 years old as a beat maker. When somebody buys a beat from you, they don't buy a beat from you because of your age. In fact, a lot of times people don't know how old I am. They say I'm somewhere between 18 and 40. It's kind of an ongoing joke in the comments. This guy looks like he's 18 and 40 at the same time. It might be these grays. I need to get some Just for Men or a haircut. But shout out my grandpa for the awesome genetics. What I'm getting at, guys, is you start somewhere, no matter what you do, and you get better with age. So in reality, not even hypothetically speaking, as you get older, your music gets better. As you get older, you could sell more. Now, as a music producer, as a rapper, as a singer-songwriter, as a songwriter, a mix engineer, all these different careers, they take a lot of skill. They take a lot of networking. They take a lot of brand building to build your tribe, to build your fan base. That doesn't happen in a year. That doesn't happen in 5 years. I would hope it would develop in 5 years, but it's not overnight. Most of my friends are around my age. I can remember the OGs back on SoundClick that were much older than me that I looked up to. Don't have to name names. A lot of you guys know who I'm talking about. But then there's guys out there that are winning Grammy Awards that started way before I did. And that was back in 2006. The first beat I ever put up was the MySpace days. It was in 2006. I was producing in Reason. The beats were god-awful. I was a rapper for a while. That's actually how I started making beats, like a lot of you guys. I wanted to make it. I really loved the creation process. But to answer your question, again, you're never too old to make music. If you want to make a side income, you could be 65 years old making beats, next to your wife Dolores, at the kitchen table. And if you know the business, if you hustle, you can make money. Now, do you want to do music full-time? That's the real question. Do you want to do music as a full-time career? Where are you right now in your life? Do you have a lot of obligation financially? Do you have a lot of obligation to your family or your friends or your current day job or what you're developing in school with your degree program and your knowledge and technicality when it comes to that aspect of your life? What do you want to do? You want to make a little bit of side hustle money? How would $2,000 extra a month affect your life? Because you can make that in hustle money and have a full-time job with music. That's the glory of it. Do you just want to have a song sang by someone who just sings beautifully? Maybe you're not a singer yourself, but you love to write. There's so many songwriters that are in their 70s out there, the 60s. Look at Max Martin. I don't know exactly how old he is. I would imagine late 40s, maybe early 50s. And this guy has dozens of number one hits. You can go look up his Wikipedia. It would take this video a lot longer to finish if I listed every single hit that he's written. And that's just one guy. Think of all the songs that your favorite artist may have written for other people. You know what I mean? The music industry is endless when it comes to capabilities and potential. Now, I will say this. There's a side of the music industry that's toxic. There's a side of the music industry that, in a way, is very perverted. They look for the youngest talent because they can exploit the youngest talent, right? And they can push it. Now, I'm not going to be very popular within the music industry right now for saying these things. And I'm not saying like perverted in a sexual way. What I'm saying is you see it day after day. You see these young rappers getting screwed over on deals. You get these young singers. Look at Justin Bieber. He's the biggest thing in a lot of our generations that we're going to see. subjectively, arguably. But he got discovered when he was really young. And guess what? He got groomed into where he is, and you could see some of the issues in his upbringing that have led him to where he is now. And I'm a big fan of Justin Bieber. I'm not saying that he's garbage or anything like that, or he got played or anything. But imagine being 11, 12, 13 years old and thrown to the wolves, these people that look at you as a dollar sign and an unlimited earning potential. They're using you as a tool. Do you want to be that person? Is that your dream, to get signed at 17 years old, a 360 deal? You get $100,000 up front, and then all of a sudden you owe them $200,000? Now, every deal is different, obviously, and I'm doing really crazy math, quick maths. Man's not hot. Anyway, but this is really what I'm getting at. When you get a little bit older, right? When you hone in your craft, just like in a relationship, as you get older, you know your value, or you should know your value. When you're young and wet behind the ears, as the old guys say, you don't really know what you're worth. And that's what the labels prey on. Look at some of these big artists that have been doing it for years and built up an independent following, built up a significant amount of fans and a huge loyal, keep that word in mind, loyal fan base here on YouTube. I love YouTube. YouTube is like my number one favorite thing in the world besides making music and creating these videos. It's my platform. It's my people. You guys are my people. Side note, if you want to join me, you can go to adamivy.com, join my mailing list. I don't spam. In fact, I probably need to start sending out more emails. I know a lot of you guys sent me or signed up recently, and I haven't sent out an email in 2 or 3 weeks, so I'm kind of slacking. But you guys are who I care about. I don't care about getting a deal, although, it's been offered, years ago. I had multiple deal offers, which are all pretty shitty when it comes to just coming up. But this is the thing. When you produce music, don't worry about how old you are. Worry about your music. Worry about your fan base. They're not going to care if you're old. If they're calling you an old head because you're like 28 years old, fuck them. It doesn't matter. You're dealing with kids at that point. Because when it comes to a certain maturity level, you have to understand your audience. If my audience as a country music singer is 23 to 40, those are my people. That's right where I am, right? This is a great parallel. Let's say you're a man or a woman that is in her early 40s, right? Or in his early 40s, or gender fluid people in their early 40s. And you find somebody very attractive. You want to date, you're single, you're looking to find somebody to really connect with. Well, statistically, you're going to connect with somebody that's within like a 5 to 10 year buffer, depending on where we are in that buffer. You're going to be able to relate to them. You're going to have some shared life experience. But if you're 40 and you're trying to date an 18 or 19, maybe 20-year-old, you're going to have some complications there, typically. Now, there's always, a diamond in the rough here, success story. But you get what I'm saying. I hope you're following me here. If you relate to the people that your audience, whether it be subject matter of your songs. Now, if you're 45 talking about busting gats and robbing pizza delivery guys, I'm sure there's somebody out there that probably has a forum and a fan club for that type of shit. But that's not really realistic, right? And becoming an artist, especially a successful artist, and I talk about art in all ways, not just the recording artist. I'm talking producer, YouTuber, blogger. You're creating art. You're creating something from here out to the world. You have to know who you're talking to. That's one thing I know a lot of you guys are lacking. You put out this music and I get emails and I get DMs and I get nonstop communication from you guys. You have no idea who your audience is. You have to know who your audience is. You should be making music for someone. In fact, I make music and I've made music. I want to give myself goosebumps. So whoever I am, that's my target audience. That's one reason that I took a little break from making music for a while, because I got burnt out from making music that I knew would sell. Not music that I wanted to make. I had to sit back. I had to take some other opportunities, which thank God I took those opportunities, because they were maybe more successful than I ever was before in conjunction with music. That's the great thing too. I want to talk about that real quick before I wrap up the video. If you make music full time, you need to understand what your exit strategy is, or what your overall goal is. If you're a music producer, you can't possibly think that you're going to be a music producer in your early 20s making trap music, and then somehow that's going to sustain till you're 65 or you're 70. Now, if you're like me, I don't really look forward to retirement. I don't think about sipping Mai Tais on some beach and not ever working, because my work is my purpose in life. My work is what I live for. So I always want to work, even if I have boatloads of money. It shouldn't be about the money. Back to making music, making art. It should be about the love of it. And if you can make some money while you're doing it, even better, right? So I think I got off subject a little bit here, but you need to really focus on what you want to do long term. Do you want to take that money from selling all these beats and making all these hits and tour? Do you want to work with certain artists and try to win some awards to really put that under your belt as some type of validation for what you do in your life? So even when you're 50 and 60 and you might have taken a different life path, maybe you own a construction company that builds luxury homes because you took that money and reinvested it into a different love. Maybe you're a chef at heart, and you know, when you're not making beats, you're making some crazy dinners for your friends and family, and you want to open up a restaurant with your beat money. Beats, music, writing, that could be a lifelong pursuit. That could be a lifelong passion, whether it be a little bit of money or a whole lot of money, all of the money. But it shouldn't be about the money. It should be about chasing your dream, finding what goals you want to set for yourself, reaching those goals, but never being content with those goals. As soon as you hit a goal, move on to the next one. I don't care if you're 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 in my bank account. Hey, I almost dabbed at it. I got some more work done on my tattoo. Look, check this out. Shout out to my boy Curtis. There we go. Is it focusing? It's trying to focus on my face because I'm one handsome someone, but I'm just kidding. Guys, it's never too late. If you focus on missing the boat, if you focus on my time is up, if you listen to those cocksuckers, that's not the right, I shouldn't say that. To those, I didn't mean it literally. That's just like a kind of an abrasive. If you spend any energy listening to those assholes that don't believe in you and are telling you that you're too old to chase your dream and that you're too old just to make music, just to create something, then those people aren't really supporting you, and maybe you should just have a sit down with them. I'm not saying, tell them to go pound sand. I'm saying a lot of times your dream needs to be translated into words that people that don't dream can understand. Sit down with your significant other, sit down with friends and family, sit down with coworkers, whoever wants to listen to you, whoever has been telling you some advice that you just really honestly isn't helping. You say, look, this is my dream. I don't know if you've ever dreamt about something, but making music makes me happy. Making music makes me feel fulfilled, and making music is all that I ever want to do in life. It brings me happiness, which then in turn gives happiness to the rest of the world. I'm a much happier person when I'm creating. I'm a much happier person when I'm not muffled and I'm not boxed in by everybody telling me that my dream is stupid. So if you tell me my dream is stupid, go fuck yourself. Really. Click off this video, go find some other asshole that'll tell you what you want to hear. Because I'm going to do it, baby. I'm going to make my dream a reality. I'm in the process of it. I'm a whole lot further than where I started, I promise you that. Believe in yourself. I know you can do it, because if I can do it, God, you could definitely do it. We all have our ups and downs. We all have our adversity. We all have our obstacles. But it's up to us to get past that. It's up to us to make sure that that little spark inside of us, that little flame that keeps burning and makes us happy to create and makes that imagination gene never disappear. It's up to us to keep it going, because the rest of the world, when it's gray and they're telling you that you're stupid, they're telling you that, what's the point? Show them what the point is. With that being said, guys, I hope this video has brought you some motivation. I hope this video has helped you dial up the notch a couple on the self-belief for yourself. I love you guys. I believe in you. Now, if you believe in yourself as much as I believe in you, we'll be good to go. If you found any value in this video, if you've liked this message, if you believe in yourself a little bit more, if you see life in a little bit different perspective due to this video or any other video for that matter, I want you to smash the like button. Smash the thumbs up, whatever it's called. Stop explaining yourself and show them what the hell you're capable of. Until next time, guys, all my contact information will be in the description box below. Make sure you subscribe and hit that bell icon, because I love sharing these videos with you and I want to see the community grow. But I'm not going to waste any more time, so I'll see you in the next video. And until then, you can find me at AdamIvy.com.